Could you just outline for people who don't know what the 12 steps are? I know you have to be very careful about this,
I
so
yeah,
we're not going to touch on it in great detail,
I yeah,
but just so people
I
listening
yeah,
understand what
okay,
the 12
uh,
steps really
yeah.
essentially are.
12 steps is it 12 steps is a program that was set up in initially from 1935 by really a broker. I call him a broker. Wasn't really a broker, but he worked in the financial industry back in 1935, and a doctor. And these two guys were alcoholics, and they realised that they couldn't stay sober on their own. But being together and talking to one another, they could stay sober.
But essentially, there are 12 stages that you have to fulfill, but you also have the support of a friend or friends,
Yeah,
and it's about shared experience and about
yeah.
creating understanding and about friendship and support.
Support, absolutely.
Is that it? I mean,
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. A sponsorship is a big part of it. Doing service, doing so altruistic. I've done a bit of service this morning, so doing something for free, giving of your time for free to support other alcoholics and addicts. The 12 steps are. It's like guidelines of how to live your life, because the first step is we are powerless over our addiction, that our life became unmanageable. Second step, we came to believe a power greater than ourselves could restore us to sanity. So there's a thing about God, there is an influence of God within it, but not. There's lots of people who are atheists and agnostics who go to meetings and use, and there's 12 steps right through. Part of the step process is an amend process, where you make a list of all the people you've harmed and then become willing to make amends to them. You do an inventory of yourself where you really examine yourself, your motivations. You look at relationships, you look at sexual relationships, you look at shame, guilt, fears. So you start to really,
you strip yourself away, do you? I mean,
yeah,
you take yourself back to what was originally you before you became addicted, I guess.
that's it. You're trying to get in touch with your authentic self, who you really are, not who you think you are, not who, if you're in a relationship, who she thinks you are. You're trying to be to get to the real man or the real woman. And what are your, not my ego, not like who I think I am, when I'm a drug dealer, a drug smuggler, or, what's really going on under all that? What's the roots of it? The insecurity, the fear that I don't feel enough, so I've got to be somebody different.
I'm definitely guilty of it. I mean, I still drink, and sometimes I drink too much, and hopefully I've got it under control. But I would say that I have used alcohol, particularly when I was younger, as a shield, as a barrier.
Yeah,
Whether it was to make myself feel more confident, or whether it was to hide.
yeah,
Definitely.
yeah. Same here. Ross, I definitely don't.